Hey there, my name is Dr. Nought. This is Plague Inc. Evolved, and today, do I have a treat for you? A Shadow Plague treat. Sentient, mutagenic, pathogen. Triggers a powerful thirst for blood. Sounds like a vampire to me, but, you know, let's not call it that. But let's do it. Following Gene, we're not going to do genes, we're going to play Vanilla. Normal. Nox Eternus, I like that. I like that a lot. Something is waking. Centuries ago, a human close to death was infected by a sentient pathogen, the Shadow Plague. Buried deep underground, the human was slowly consumed and transformed. Choose where your vampire emerges. Oh, so we're just going to call them vampires? Cool. The Shadow Plague has fully mutated the DNA of its host into a being of great power. Now, driven by eternal hunger, it is time to rejoin the world. This time, humanity will fall. The question is, if humanity falls, then we have no more food source. So this is actually not, you know, the best way of going about it. I want to start in Eastern Europe because, you know, let's go here. Or, okay, Central Europe. Whatever. A vampire rises in Central Europe. That's even better. Oh, this is pretty epic music. Okay, so let's just check out what we got here. We've got disease, bloodthirst already. Whoa, no transmission. Symptom, shadow blessing. The vampire releases the shadow plague to help subjugate humanity. Victims develop severe bruising. Okay, maybe we don't want that yet. Then for vampires here, we've got Night Wraith. Vampire adapts to the modern world and is able to feed much more stealthily, as well as concealing their presence. Makes it harder for humans to detect vampire. Therianthropy. Vampire gains ability to temporarily mutate into a vast, winged bat-like creature. Allows travel to nearby countries. Lair. Vampire able to create a lair for it to rest in and heal. Also generates DNA. Infected population increases DNA. And Blood Rage. Vampire gains ability to enter a Blood Rage. Will attack research military facilities if present, otherwise consuming people or DNA. Oh, good. Research or military facilities sounds interesting. Well, I don't want this, even though it's for free. I don't want bruising to happen, but that'll happen shortly. Let's just... I wonder if anything's gonna... Like, I wonder what happens. Let's just... Do I have to actually initiate something? I wonder if I do since I start here. Your vampire can change the world. Your vampire is shown as a red icon on the world map. It has unique powers and abilities, so use it wisely to try to cover the world in shadow. Oh, interesting. We're just one vampire. I probably have to do something. 16 dead. Why? 19 dead. Am I just killing people? Apparently, I need to infect people. So how do we do this? Makes it harder to detect. Also generates DNA. Infected population increases DNA. How do I infect people? I'm guessing I'm gonna have to do something here. So I'm gonna do Lair. What's this? Increases the speed at which vampires can heal when in their lair. So, okay, so now we have Lair. Oh, this is weird. Your vampire is weak and vulnerable. Your vampire needs to evolve its powers to use them to enslave the world, otherwise it'll be caught and killed by the authorities in Central Europe. I'm going around killing people. Alright, so let's do this. Let's make us harder for humans to detect. And let's do this. And I've got some DNA. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. How do I... So I think I probably should leave, right? Whoa, I can go far. This is cool. So let's move over here. Whoa, cool. Canadians celebrate... Okay, first. I thought that was a vampire thing, but it's not. It's just Canadians having Alaska. Great for them. So now I'm over here, and I'm killing people. So Central Europe, I killed 47. In Central Europe, now I'm killing people here. So let's see what this is. Create a lair for the vampire to heal in. Also generates DNA based on infected population. I don't have anyone infected yet. That's the issue. But let's just see what happens. Vampire creates Lair in Saudi Arabia. Hidden away from humans, this lair acts as a base for the vampire. Here it can heal itself as well as generate DNA by conducting genetic experiments on healthy and infected people. Oh, okay. Genetic experiments. Oh, perfect. Blah. So now we're conducting experiments on healthy people. But I've not yet figured out a way to infect people. Didn't give me a whole lot of DNA points here, though. What do we got here? Shadow portal. When traveling, vampire is able to instantly travel. So this is travel over here. This is... Can't get this yet. But this is... appears... Okay, to be like offense. This is offense as well. This is like defense, Night Wraith. And this is healing. Maybe I should do this. Releases the Shadow Plague. Let's do it. Okay, there we go. So, victims develop severe bruising. That's fine, but this will help us. Infected struggle to sleep at night. Increases infectivity. There we go. Perfect. The Shadow Plague has been released. So what I want to do then is... I want to focus on infectivity, especially in humid environments, fomites, arid environments. Okay, this is poor regions. Well, we're in the arid area, so let's... Actually, I'm not gonna worry about that. Not yet, at least. Infected struggle to sleep at night. Increases infectivity. Or dark pustules. Cysts develop and fill with a dark pus. Increase infectivity and slightly harder to cure. Let's do this one. And then we've got steroidal boost. Victims develop additional muscle mass and appear healthier and more attractive. Increases infectivity. That is what we want. We don't want them to be like... on death's door, you know? Decreased volumes of red blood cells lead to infected looking pale. So we're gonna go this way. Then we got pheromone secretion. Axillary steroids manipulates pheromone production, making victims more charismatic and able to easily manipulate, seduce others. Alright, perfect. We're gonna make the human race more sexy. That's what I'm going for. Alright, Nox Eternus created by vampire. So we've got it now. We've got it figured out. That's how we infect people. I'm getting distracted by this awesome music. Vampire feeding attracts attention in Saudi Arabia. The vampire feeds by drinking blood of its victims, leaving behind drained corpses. It is only a matter of time before the humans realize they are dealing with something far worse than a murderous cult. In that case, so I think I'm wondering, travel looks like it's pretty cheap. I'm wondering if we have to jump from area to area. Let's go. Because now there are infected people. They should continue being infected. Right, yep, they'll keep going. So we start here. And we're going to make a path across the world, and I'm going to hit up all the populated areas. Eastern Europe is a weird spot because I didn't realize what's happening yet. So if they give us a notification every single time when we get to a place that we're going to be realized, like we're going to be revealed, then I'll jump to the next place after that. That's a good indication if they're going to tell us every single time. So here it took 100, or Saudi Arabia took only 84 deaths. That's next to nothing. But at the same time, with those, we're infecting a decent number of people. So I'm gonna have to loop around here eventually, but we need a better way of transmitting this. But I kind of just want it to go as it is. So I'm gonna keep my eye out here on India, just to see. I don't know what happens if they detect us. People are just randomly dying and they're being bruised. Oh boy. So it might look like it's like a serial killer or like a serial cult killing, just because, you know, it's done the same way every time. Blood cult murders continue in India. Yes, authorities in India are battling to stop the blood cult murders that are terrifying the country. So far, no one has been caught. They claim it is only a matter of time. So with that, but I think what I'm going to do is when I get info like that, we just bolt. Bolt to the next populous country nearby. And before we continue, let us look at what we can do here. So we've got cold tolerance. Each layer built in a cold country will help the shadow plague increase. With this, each layer built in a hot country will help the shadow plague increase its effectiveness in hot countries. We've got one in a hot country, Saudi Arabia. And Gaming Dad pointed this out to me earlier, but we can see very faintly in Saudi Arabia that they have down here, very faint, that it's a hot country and an arid country. So with that, I'm going to focus on hot country, so heat tolerance. Let's grab that and make this more effective, and let's go. So Saudi Arabia is going to be a place that is going to be an issue. Here, this is an urban country. Not considered hot. So I think my next, I'm going to go Japan and then go, or maybe maybe Japan and then up to Russia and across. I don't know. I think I should go down here. So maybe I'll loop down this way, come back up. We'll see. Basically need to increase infectivity in places and just hit as many of these as possible, because right now I'm not sure how infected across boundaries. Like how do we get countries infected that we haven't been to yet? But in the meantime, I probably really should have done down here and over. Like I'm trying to think of the fastest way, but it only costs one DNA point to go from country to country, so it's not a big deal. I just have to be within my range. So like right now I'm not gonna be able to go from like Australia to South America. I was trying to loop my cursor around, but I forgot it doesn't loop on this one monitor because, you know, it's not spherical. So I was trying to go this way and then pop out over here, but that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna have to do something a little... Oh, wait, let's pause this for a second. How do we get down here? Interesting. Okay, so we've got infections elsewhere. Oh, even here too. So this is infected. Central Europe hasn't had anything actually happen to it yet. Because, you know, we left before we realized how to do this thing. Antibiotic Tolerance. Each layer built in a wealthy country will help the shadow plague increase its effectiveness in wealthy countries. Okay, we're not in a wealthy country, we're in arid and hot, and I already got the hot. Heat tolerance. Blood gift. Vampire visits hundreds of humans each night and marks them in blood, infecting them with the shadow plague. Yes, please. Dark cloud. Vampire able to meditate and emit the shadow plague in a huge cloud. Tens of thousands of humans infected each day. Let's see why not. Shadow Trail. The vampire continually secretes the shadow plague everywhere they go. Hundreds of thousands of people are infected every day. Okay, that's interesting. What is this? Vampiric Awakening. Create a new vampire by temporarily producing toxic mutagens. Almost all infected will die, but eventually a viable host will be found. Usable. Oh, that's interesting. I'm curious. Let's just do it. Alright. Almost all the infected will die. So, in that case, let's go. Can I make it to... I can't, but I can make it to Japan. Let's leave. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna put it on slower, because I'm curious. If all the infected die, Vampiric Awakening begins. Hundreds of millions of people will be killed by Nox Eternus as it searches for a viable host to turn into a vampire. Speed things up, infect more people. Vampiric Awakening can be used repeatedly. Probably use it too early, but I'm just really curious to see what happens. Hundreds of thousands anyway. We have already got millions infected in the world, so that's okay. The issue here is, with Japan, I'm not going to be able to... I think I'll go up to Russia next. I'm not going to do this now. Just, you know, looking. Festival of Love in the Middle East, that's nice. Congregate in large groups, that's what we want. Okay, let's double speed this. I thought something drastic was going to happen all of a sudden, but we are getting hundreds of thousands dead. Unknown disease spotted in Saudi Arabia. Considering a lot of people have died there. Someone is shooting someone. We're transmitting ourselves to Iraq and Egypt. Or Iran, sorry. We're in Iraq too, but let's see what the bubble was. Pheromone secretion symptom mutated. Nox Eternus has mutated and developed yeah, okay. Pheromone secretion. What? It's that one. That's this one. Oh yeah, everyone's sexy. So then we've got Photophobia. So intolerance to light. Or anabolic boost. Surges of testosterone significantly increase muscle mass, increasing infectivity, but can also be lethal. Holy moly, we're lethal. Oh, I didn't catch the... Oh, that's because we did the other thing. Right. Because we did the other thing. So what I want to do actually is get some transmission going here. And what I want is through the air. I think air is going to work. We might have killed a lot of people. Hopefully this slows down. Because we're kind of going strong on the killing. And our infective... Okay, we might kill everybody a little too fast. Our infectivity is staying... It's still increasing. This is increasing as well. We need to make our disease a little more infective. Right now, we're going to run the risk of dying out in countries. So what I need to do is hit more countries fast. Yeah, they were just about to get on our case here in... I'm curious about this. Oh crap, yeah, this is the issue. We've been posted here, we can't get too much further. Can I travel across the same country? I can. Let's travel across Russia. Interesting, so it's literally geographic. What's happening here? They're closing all their borders there. I'm gonna make my way across Russia. Templar Industries reveals global vampire threat. The secretive multinational defense company says a vampire is behind the shocking blood cult murders as well as the outbreak of Nox Eternus. Templar Industries claims to be taking urgent action to defend humanity. I've already got the cure going on here. Templar Industries activate military protocols. Claiming that humanity is at risk of extinction, Templar Industries have activated advanced military bases across the globe to fight the vampire threat. So... Okay. With this, we can do this. Vampire gains ability to enter a blood rage. Let's get some offense here. Dark Ritual. If vampire is not under attack during blood rage, it enters a trance which lets it rapidly heal whilst feeding from people. Or we get even stronger. Mutation of the adrenal cortex. Increases adrenaline and can trigger frenzied biting attacks. Blood rage becomes more powerful. Alright. Got this. We've got to take out these places, from what I understand. New lab built in Middle East to cure Nox Eternus. New lab. Alright. Let's make our way over there. We're infecting more places, but let us travel. Let's go back here. I wonder what we can do about this place. We'll go to the cure. I mean, they'll know that we're there, right? So let's pause it first, or let's slow it down for a second. Alright, and we're out of here. Right, let's just stop. Wait. I can't tell what's happening here. Oh, we're getting hurt. We're getting hurt too. Okay, so we're depleting. Let's go this way. Vampire forced to retreat from Central Europe. Templar in Central Europe have forced the vampire to retreat for now. Summon other vampires to help, evolve to increase the power of blood rage, and then crush the Templar. Yeah, so we need to heal. We should add more bases, and I'm gonna add them through here. Let's go here. Oh, that's not in... Oh, crap, that's in the Middle East. So, how do... I can tell... I think I'm increasing my healing. How do I know what my health is at? I'm not seeing it here. It's hard to see on the map itself. This music is making it very epic. Let's do Adrenal Surge some more. So we're gonna need to spend some time on this. We'll fix that next time. Alright, so let's go faster. We made one big loop and accomplished not a whole lot, except we've killed a lot of people, so I guess there's that. Let's go here. And let's attack. Can I attack this? Yes. Lab in Middle East destroyed by vampire, and we're out of here. So now what we're gonna do is... I wanna come over here. Let's go to Egypt and build a base. So we can heal here. This is getting intense. This is very hard. What I'm gonna do is jump over to Morocco. I see why these are so cheap. We're gonna have to use them all the time. Like, I'm just jumping around. Okay, we're here. Let's pause this for a second. Go to France. So this is spreading the infection as well, if it's not already there. I don't know if we can handle the Templar yet. Let's pause this and really get this going. 33 next time. Let's just see what we can do. I'm just curious. I don't expect to beat this very first time trying, but I'm very curious to see what we could do. I'm not even like looking down here anymore. Who labs? Oh, oh my god. WHO labs close to developing a cure for Nox Eternus, or close to. Oh my god, I can't read it. World Health Organization, not the WHO labs. No, the band would be. All right, so the cure is already. Well, that was not difficult. But let's just see what we can do. Our last stand. Let's go. See, this is very hard to tell what's happening. Templar eradicate all infected with Nox Eternus. Cure poisons vampire in Central Europe. No! Well, we're gonna go down fighting. Vampire in Central Europe close to death. Vampire slain. Nox Eternus to be eradicated. We almost got them down. Interesting. Okay. All right. Interesting. So I was lollygagging at the beginning, but we need to move a lot faster. All right. So now I know what to do. Next time, let's try it again and see how much we can, you know, kill some people by biting them. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.